Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Falcons going up against the Seahawks.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Kaiser. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Gordon on first down. Fights off the defender. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On play action, Kaiser. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he loses the football a second time. The 20, 10. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second down, Kaiser. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now we're going to get a stoppage as that looks to be Kaiser who's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now here's Ross. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. Freeman again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
To throw from his end zone. Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. An open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 23. A good pickup there at 22.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now Jones throwing on third and long. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black round. Ohio. Here we go.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Coming left, it's Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll set up a throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Jones on first down. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Let's go. Brand 38.
To throw on second down, Jones. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
On third down, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Flex round. Flex round. Check. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Ohio.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hey, got it right. Watch that in. Come on, let's go. What? 9. Flex round. Flex round.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And some room to roam now. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. look to throw here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6.
Let's go. 1-9.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Jones throwing on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's go. 1-9.
Here's Jones looking to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Safety creep. Switch. Ohio. Flex round. Let's go. 1-9.
Now Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here we go!
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Freeman down to the 25. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go! Brand 38!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. He'll look to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
They come out here in the I. They'll look to run with Freeman. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll go with a keeper. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks off. Now they get ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down following the incompletion.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Jones now going to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Shit. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll set up to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll look to throw. Jones has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And now a first down following that long gain. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Second down following the run. And the play clock's running down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second down, Freeman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go.
Watch left. Watch left.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Freeman again, a first down carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Flex round. Flex round.
In motion right is Jones. They'll try and run. Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Corey Legion in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jones. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. What? 90.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. What? 90.
Looking to throw. Jones. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now Jones to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up third down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Back to throw. Jones. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
They run with Hunt, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
What? 90. What? 90. He's sneaky, guys. Watch out for 86.
First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Fournette. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. Red 38.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Let's go. Red 38.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Looking to throw. Jones forced out to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They run again with Hunt. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll run. This is Hunt. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second down, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's Hunt. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go. Try on 38. Try on 38.
They'll run again with Hunt. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Come on, let's go.
This is Freeman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This one from 48 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about it.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Let's go. What? 90.
Jones now to throw on second down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Here we go. What? 90. Ohio.
On the run, this is Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To the ground, this time with Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw again. Jones buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Jones on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
you.